So I'm just going to continue working on this Pages document. First of all, I'm going to rename the document so that it actually has its own file name. And then I'll open up the document. You'll see I've added some text by just going into Objects and choosing Basic and Text. So I'll just get rid of that. And I've also added a bar chart, again plus, and I was on that tab and I just typed in a bar chart. So I'll just get rid of that. I can edit the data by tapping Edit Data, and just to show you a couple of things here, let's type some rubbish in here. If you want to get rid of a column or a row, if you tap the top there and delete, so you end up with a sort of spare column and row around it, but that seems to be how it works. And on the bar chart I can actually change the style of the bar chart, so I could put in a title. So I just tap the bar chart, and I could change the chart font size, so I could make that slightly bigger, and I can change the font if I wanted to, choose a different font. So I'll just go back, I'll bring that there we go. And the last thing I'm going to do is bring in an image into the left hand side here, so plus, and I'll go onto the image tab, and I've got a photo of a heart that I'm going to use. I'll just make that slightly smaller. So I could leave that like that, maybe move it just slightly over a bit. But I'll just show you a couple of things on this. I wanted to crop an image, and I couldn't find that on any of these menus. So what I did was I went onto Safari and I looked up cropping an image in Pages, and it said to double click the image. So I'm going to go back in and just double tap, and I think if I pull that down, that'll crop the heading off that, so I can put that there. And I can also do things like I can move it so that it's behind, so that if I ran it up there it would run behind the text if I wanted to do that. And the other thing I could do is if I go onto Style, I could change it so it's a bit more interesting to look at, maybe give it a bit of a shadow, and probably don't want a reflection on it, but and I can also just, if I wanted to fade it out a little bit, see what that looks like, just to make it a bit more interesting. And I wanted to know how to rotate images, and I had to look that up on Safari too. So it said in order to rotate an image, again, place 2 fingers on the image. So I'll do that, and if I just rotate it slightly, then maybe, oops, and you see it's running behind that text because of the text wrap on that, but I'll leave that there. It's a bit faded out. I think I'll just bring that back up. There.